Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to do the video that has kind of made its way through the beauty channel community, and it is the full face of products that I hate. Now, I know this is going to be absolutely atrocious. That's why I look absolutely atrocious, because... Excuse you! Okay, so anyway, I look atrocious, and it's because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm probably just gonna go wash my face and spend the whole day in my sweatpants anyway, so there's that. So I know that in every one of these videos, along with like products I regret and blah blah blah, everyone has to make the disclaimer of just because these products don't work for me doesn't mean that they're crap or that they won't work for you, or just because, like, you know, I hate them doesn't mean that you can't like them, blah blah. Or that, you know, just because I hate this one particular product means that the entire line from this brand is crap or anything like that. It's just these particular products don't mesh with my skin or my coloring or whatever. So, yep, let's go ahead and just jump into it, I suppose. Okay, so I didn't know which one I wanted to use because both of these are just absolutely atrocious on my skin, but I think I'm going to use this one. So this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer in Creamy Vanilla. Now this foundation, like the idea of it is really good. Like the Clinique one of this is one of my favorite foundations. But this is just too much. Like, see how thick that is? Ugh, I just do not care for it whatsoever. And this shade, like, it oxidizes on my skin, and it's just really dark for it being creamy vanilla. And I know that Milani came out with... You okay? Milani came out with other shades, like I think 2 more shades that are lighter than vanilla. Like I think they came out with porcelain and something else, but it's just this foundation is like so thick on my skin. It just looks so cakey, like no matter how I apply it. And it's just like the coloring is like so... I'm so yellow. I'm like a gosh darn banana. Bring it down the neck. Man, my eye bags are living life today. Alright, next for concealer, I'm going to use this little sample size. Thank the Lord I didn't buy the whole full-size one. This is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. Now, I got Custard because it's the shade that everybody uses. And, you know, like... online, these girls look like they're the same shade as me, but whatever. This concealer, like, do you see how dry this concealer is? Like, oh. Like, not only is it, like, the same shade as my skin, but it's so thick and dry. It's just, oh, gross. Here, I'm gonna add some moisture back into my face. Yeah? Are you like, Mom, you look gross? Well, Charlotte, you'd be right. Alright. Oh, it's just, I feel like I have 50 layers of makeup on my face already. And it's only 2. So to go in and set my face, I'm going to use this e.l.f. HD setting powder. And it's supposed to be translucent, but it's very, very white. It's also like really finely milled. So like, I don't know if you can see like all of this like smoke of powder everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and just use... See, like, picked it up on my sponge. Now, the reason I don't like this is because it just, like, oh, it just looks so cakey and white, even though it's supposed to be, like, a sheer translucent powder. It just, ugh, and it, like, clumps up on my skin. it just looks atrocious. And it, like, you can see, like, oh no, angry baby. You can see, like, the white cast that it leaves all over my face. So now that I look particularly ghostly, I'm gonna go in with bronzer. Now, like, my least favorite bronzer is this NYC Smooth Skin Sunny Bronzer. The formula of it is okay. It's just the color, it just makes me look like a pumpkin. I just do not care for it at all. So, and it is quite pigmented. I don't know. Especially mixing with, like, the foundation, how the foundation's just not my shade. It's just this bronzer also is just, makes me look really orange, makes me feel very, like, burnt, like burnt tomato-y. Wow, my skin has never looked better. Alright, next for blush, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Coloricon Ombre blush. Now, you'd think that this would be like a really beautiful color, but it's just pure, like, glittery sheen. It doesn't really have that much color payoff. It just makes my skin look so textured. It's just like one giant, like, glitter bomb on my face. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like, it's just, it emphasizes all the texture on my cheeks. Like, I have, you know, like, bigger pores on the center of my face, like most gals do, and it just, not a good look. Alright, next for a highlight, I've talked about this in my most recent faves and flops video. This is the Sparkler Highlight by Tarte. And the reason I don't like this one is because it is, well, for one, it's too dark for my skin tone. When you swatch it, like, it's so chunky that it just looks so horrible on my skin. I'm trying to decide what brush I want to use for this. Maybe this fan brush. It's just, like, so glittery. And just, like the color doesn't really, like, you know, have a payoff. I mean, it is obviously too dark for my skin. That brush doesn't work. Let me use this one. But it's just, like, so chunky glitter that is just not cute at all. And my daughter just crapped her pants. Perfect. Goes along great with the theme of this video. Do a little tip of the nose with this chunky ass dark glitter. Bridge the nose. Make it look like I got a stash. That's the look. Okay, next for brows, I'm going to go in with this Revlon Colorstay brow pencil in light brown. Now, the product of this is not bad. It's just the color. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be soft brown, not light brown. And it's just way too, like, warm. But the product itself is actually not bad. It has a decent spoolie. I wish that the, it's more of like a lip liner type of application. Like, it's too chunky to really get, like, a precise line. So it's not like the Brow Wiz or the NYX brow pencil where the product comes out a little skinnier so you can get more of, like, a precise line, more, like, brow-like strokes and that sort of thing. But, you know, you can make it work. It's just the color is far too warm for it to be, like, soft brown. Like, my soft brown Anastasia brow powder is very cool toned or more neutral. And this is just super warm. Alright, and then next for the brows, I'm going to do one brow and then do the other one off camera. I'm going to use this Tinted Brow Gel by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is in the color Brunette. And along the same lines, this is just so warm. It's like practically gold. Like, it just, like, whose brows are naturally this like gold color? And then one last brow product is this Milani Brow and Eye Highlighters. It's a double-ended like crayon, and it comes with like a shimmer side as well as a matte side. And it's just like the formula of it is so like thick and hard to blend out and chunky that I just can't make it work. Okay, now that my eyebrows are on, I'm going to go in with eyeshadow. Now my biggest disappointment is this palette. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. This is the first palette that I got from her, and I was so excited because I just heard so many great things. I think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but it's just like, I was so disappointed. First off, there are 2 matte shades in this entire palette. This shade and this shade. The rest are shimmers. And I do not like palettes like that. I would much prefer all mattes and then one shimmer. It's just like, how am I supposed to like create a look with that? Like, I only have one option for my crease, and it is this dark ass brown. And it's just a disappointment. So I'm gonna attempt to create an eye look with this. It'll most likely look like garbage because every time I use this palette, it looks like garbage. So first I'm gonna take this buttery shade right here and just plop that all over the lid as kind of like a primer. I don't have an eye primer that I don't like. Usually when I have products that I don't like, I just give them to my sisters. Not to say like, hey, these products are crap, have them. It's just, you know, like I said before, not all products, you know, work for everybody. So if it doesn't work for me, it might work for them because they have different skin than I do, and they're different shades than I am, and that sort of thing. So, all right. So with this big blending brush, I'm going to go in with this hot chocolate shade and try to plop that in my crease. Another thing that I found with this, with this palette in particular, I don't feel the same way with the Modern Renaissance. I feel like these shades are really patchy, and it's like really hard to get a good like blend. Like, you can see that there's like a distinct like line right there, even though I don't have primer on, so it's not like there's anything on my lid for it to like stick to in one spot. I just find that these shades are like really patchy and hard to blend out. But my Modern Renaissance palette is the exact opposite. Like, I feel like that, like those shadows like practically blend themselves. Just not a fan of these shades. All right, next I'm gonna take a different blending brush and take, I don't know, this Self-Made Gold shade. That did nothing. That literally did nothing. Oh my gosh. This like nose highlight looks so atrocious. All right, next for the lid, I suppose I'll take this pink champagne shade, which is like this like mega foiled like shadow, and just kind of plop that all over the lid. Again, this is like a really like, I mean, it's pretty, it's just really chunky and kind of like hard to work with. Oh, the fallout on my face is real. Yes. Okay, now for the inner corner, I will take, where's my little inner corner brush? There you are. I will take this shade Treasure right here, which is this like really like pinkish white shimmery shade. obviously, since this palette's like all shimmer shades. Duh. Beautiful. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'll go in with this like deep purple shade. Why not? Pop a color. And then to blend that out, I will take this sherbet color. Why not? Well, that practically blended away all the purple color. That made it look like almost gray. Beautiful. Okay, next for eyeliner. Where did it go? Ah, here it is. Next for eyeliner, I'm going to take this Clinique Quickliner for Eyes Intense in Intense Charcoal. Now, the reason I don't like this is because it literally, like, has no color payoff, so. I think I could literally be here for like 4 days trying to add this to my waterline, and it would still not show up. Alright, and to top off this glorious makeup look, I'm going to go for this nice bold lip. This is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in Heathers. Now this is the only liquid lipstick I have from them, but like because of this one, I don't want to try any for others. Like I don't want to buy any other ones because just this formula is not my favorite. It's just very thick, it's very patchy, and it like flakes off my lips like within minutes, so. Like I'm not gonna deny the color is beautiful, but. All right, now let me bring you in good and close so you can see how amazing this makeup looks. Do you see like the texture of everything? And just like how, like this brow highlight, it's so bad. It's really truly awful. Like I look like I'm in my like 50s. Gross. Gross. Obviously, like I would never pair this like bold ass eye look with these lips and that sort of thing, but like separately everything looks like crap and then all together it just looks like a complete train wreck. So that completes this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you found it entertaining. Like I said before, this is supposed to be like lighthearted and all for fun, and if there are products in here that you love, then that's really great. I'm glad that you found products that work for you. Just these particular ones don't work for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, if you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you liked me, then please subscribe. I would love to have you. And that wraps it up. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.